as you say, yo, what you be doing? You be doing all this stuff. I be trying to do it with you. You be. Peace, what up, y'all? This is Common, and we're here on Com+Well. I'm excited for today's episode. It's called The Ride. We're gonna talk to somebody named Tunde, who's an instructor. She's somebody that's inspirational. She uses the rides on Peloton to challenge us to be better human beings and better people. When you think of a fitness instructor, you think, oh, they're just so in shape and they're just great. But to know where she started, she went from not feeling great about herself and weighing too much. At a certain moment, she decided to make a transition that has brought more to her life than just losing pounds. You can see the brightness on her. You can see her spirit and her being a conduit for goodness and joy to a lot of people is an example of what we all can become. You know, the ride is symbolic for so many things, and we're about to go on this ride right here on Com+Well. Let's go. When did you start saying, I need to start working out and those things? Because I know how you transitioned from being like overweight.
I always say I came out the womb heavy. I don't ever remember being not overweight. I was supposed to be a bridesmaid in my aunt's wedding. We go to the store. At the time I was wearing a size 16, 18. The store owner told us that that bride's maker did not make that dress. So my aunt finds another blue dress that's way prettier and it's like triple the price. She says, I will buy this dress for you today. And I was like, I don't want to wear that dress because if I wear that dress, then everybody's gonna know that I was a fat girl that couldn't fit in the dress. I'm crying. I never heard my mother acknowledge that I was big. She says, Tunde, if this is something that you feel this way about, then you have to make a change. And so anyways, we left the store that day. My mom bought 2 blue dresses, the one that everybody else was wearing. She bought 2 of them and cut them open to sew them together to make one dress that fit for me. That was my day one. I was like, okay, so this is, now you make a change.
Okay, you made the decision. You just started like finding workouts to do? What was it?
I was scraping together $40 a month to pay for the gym membership. One day I become friends with this girl. She said she was gonna come back next Tuesday or whatever it was. And so I had that accountability to her. Through that experience, the accountability piece is what moved me into later falling in love with it.
You talked about accountability partners. That's why I hop on the Peloton bike, because it's like I see other people involved in it, and then you also hold us accountable to a certain degree. What has been like the best part about having an accountability partner?
There's just something to not letting people down. Like, let's say you're supposed to go to a party. If you didn't tell anybody that you were going to this party, if you're just gonna show up, if 9 o'clock rolls around and you don't feel like going, you don't go. Working out's the same thing. Like, no joke, like this quarantine, like everybody's like, oh, Tunde, how do you stay accountable? I'm trying too. Like, it's hard for me too. And so I have friends. I had a friend that I text this morning and she's like, Dayna. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, this is what I'm doing today for my workout. I am somebody who's very true to my word. And so when I offer that word, it works for me too.
When I do say I'm going to do something and other people are involved, I don't like letting them down if I'm giving my word. Like that helps me, because I've done several rides with you already. You know, I've understood that you actually like motivate us in different ways and inspire us in different ways. Was that like something that you knew going into this was one of the reasons why you got into it, or did you discover it as you got into the physical aspects?
I've always known that there's something inside of me. There's like a fire inside of me that feeds off of inspiring and motivating people. I was a makeup artist for 16 years. I was living in LA at the time. I'm originally from Houston. I was living in LA at the time. I came to New York for a makeup gig. Somebody had flown me out here for makeup. At this time, I was active and working out. So I say, let me go take one of these little cycling classes. I'd never done it before. Didn't really know what to expect. So anyway, lights turns off. The instructor came in. Everybody got excited. 3 minutes into that ride, I was in a state of euphoria. I leave the class and the instructor says to me, she's like, where do you teach? First of all, I don't teach. But my thought then was, this girl thought that I was good enough to be a teacher? She thinks I look like one of them. I leave that class that day. Electricity moves through my body. Like every time I tell this story, I get chills. I knew I wanted to bring that into my class. I knew I didn't want to just play good music and give a really tough workout.
That's so fresh, and I love it, because I never crystallized what you just said, but when I'm sweating some things just become so clear and I feel open to receive goodness. I was watching you smile, I was watching you be, do your dance and do the stuff you be doing. I was trying to do it with you, A lot of people who do have walls or haven't had the opportunity to really be dealing with different interracial experiences. That shift happens through art or through what you're talking about, through Peloton, through film and storytelling. And actually doing music, like me performing has been one of the first ways that I actually was in multicultural experiences, like being at shows and doing that. What about you? Did you grow up like around different nationalities, different people, different backgrounds?
Yes, and then no. Like when I was real young, we moved. We were in Houston. We moved at a very young age because my mom was fearful that my brothers were getting to that age where they were no longer cute and starting to look like a threat. And so we moved. I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood, went to a predominantly white school. The only like interface of other culture I had was through my cousins, church. And then it wasn't until I went to college, I went to University of Houston, and that's when I saw, and University of Houston is so diverse, and that's when I saw, other cultures.
I'm very inspired and enthused that you have the speak up classes too. Adding this like self-care and self-love in the ways that you do it is like really beneficial to our people. What sparked that?
Originally, SPEAK was an acronym, Sisters Providing Encouragement, Acceptance, and Knowledge. So it was a place for women to come together to just talk about the things in their life. Fast forward, George Floyd had just been murdered. My boss came to me and said, do you want to do something? Do you want to do a ride? I said, yes, I want people to come to this. I want it to be a place where people can speak their truth, see their experience as they see it, not how you believe their experience to be. You have to know your power. You have to lead with empathy. It's all got to be authentic. And then you have to have the knowledge behind it. So SPEAK, speak.
I love that you're saying like giving people a chance to speak out and you giving people a platform to actually express themselves and say what they need. But thank you for coming on Com+Well and rocking with us. And I'm going to do this ride with you. You want to give me a 45-minute of like, I'm a winner. I'm going to go all the way.
What's up, Peloton? How y'all doing? Welcome to your 45-minute intervals and arms ride. My name is Tunde. I'm so happy y'all made it. Now look, if this is your first 45-minute ride in a while, mine too. So welcome back. We are going to be in this together. Actor, rapper, activist, my friend Common. What's up, boss? How you doing?
What up?
Come on. Y'all fight him on the leaderboard. When you pedal faster, that number goes higher. Cadence is 80 to 100. Give me there. Resistance, that's the knob. Turn it to the right. Give me something between 20 and 35. Your output is what ranks you on the leaderboard. If that's going to motivate you to hustle towards your finish day, I want you to use it.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
4, 3, up. Come on. Right on top of that beat. Boom, 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 boom. Good. 4, 3, 2. Sit down. Your first interval section is going to be the highness. Find your breath. Over the next 45 minutes, I want you to let go of whatever you think is supposed to be. Cadence numbers, resistance numbers, whatever you think they're supposed to be, let that go. I'm going to give you an opportunity. You have an opportunity to excel, to continue to go, or to stay exactly where you are. My suggestion, fly. My suggestion, take it.
Let's fly.
4, 3,
Let's
2,
fly. Let's fly.
Go, fly. Fly. I gave you an extra recovery there. Take it. Push.
Let's fly.
Push. 8 seconds.
We on that ride. We do it.
4, 3.
We start off great. We end great. Go. Woo.
You're done. 80 to 100 cadence. 25 to 35 resistance.
Woo. Let's go.
Happy day one.
Look, here go my numbers. Come on, man. Let's get my numbers, man.
Are you ready? Great work. Squeeze that out. Again, take it in. Take those pumps out. Make me do the hump. Join me at home. Palm cross down on top of your chest. Feel that chest right now. Feel that thump, that beat.
Yes.
Not only is it an indication that you survived today's workout. Well done. Deep breath in. I see you. I salute you. Great work today.
The Peloton ride is something special. The beauty of it is when you get off, you feel like you got a superpower or something. You know, we all have those moments where we may not feel empowered. We may feel insecure about certain things. She gave us a living example of how to transform that. So, yo, that's what the ride of life is like in many ways. And as we continue to grow, it's all right to feel a little tired at the moment. It's all right to feel like, man, how I'm gonna make it through this? But you make it through. And I thank y'all for rocking with us, man. It's been the ride right here on Com+Well. I'll see y'all soon. Love. I would like to say thank you to Peloton and to Tunde for helping us stay focused on what we can do and to better ourselves. Thank y'all for the partnership. We appreciate you. This is Com+Well. We'll see you soon. Love.